I did play Labyrinth of the Demon King, which I think a bunch of people were, in our group.
Greg actually was
at,
playing that
waiting
at some
for.
point too. Another reason why it'd be great if he was here, but he was playing that.
Yeah. Greg, where are you?
I'm starting to hate him now.
Yeah, I too hate him now.
He's playing Fortnite right now.
The fuck?
What the fuck? This is the one that's like Silent Hill Kingsfield.
Mm-hmm.
That describes it, like the whole thing entirely.
I mean, the game looks sick. I was kind of tempted to buy it, so convince me whether I should or not.
Yeah, well, after I played the demo, I was like, this one I'm definitely picking up when it comes out. The visual style is very distinctive, very cool, like modern PS1 style. So it's not like, it doesn't have the texture thingamabob where it's like warbly, but it is like PS1 kind of graphics. Just better aliasing. Grungy as fuck. Japan folklore, spattered in gore, everything spattered in grime. The more I played, the more the grody textures all just kind of blended together, and I did find myself getting kind of fatigued by how similar everything looked. Like an oppressive, ubiquitous grime. May have been the point of the art style, sure, but also made the world feel kind of cheap and samey. No matter where I went. So that, it does kind of get to you, kind of wear on you.
Sure, yeah.
I have a good sense of direction in games, generally. It wasn't that I ever really got lost. And you do learn the layouts of the areas, like any semi-open game. But there was a feeling of fatigue when everything looks pretty much the same, and you're having to, like, navigate complex areas with a lot of hallways and stuff like that. A lot of doors that kind of blend into the wall. Anyway. So yeah, cool art style just can wear on you. The gameplay, first person combat, as I said, kind of like Kingsfield. Some item to thing puzzles, not terribly complex. If you play the early parts of the game and you feel a little sluggish and weak in combat, do know that you get more accustomed to the rhythm of it. You will get better at combat, like any game. But more importantly, you do get upgrades to weapons and armor on your own initiative. You can kind of spec yourself out the way you want. And there are multiple weapons you can find. So a few hours in, you will be taking apart most enemies, and the bosses may end up kind of jokes. they were kind of jokes to me. When you actually get to them, you're kind of ready. But the combat's, pretty fun for that. It may get a little samey near the end, but it's not that long a game. It's only about 6 hours or so. The first 2 acts, I'd say, are a pretty nice rise, like as you explore and make progress and you learn the game. Those areas are well designed. But the last act of the game, I felt rushed. The final real area you explore is like a dark, boring labyrinth, which I guess is appropriate to the title. But it doesn't prevent it from being kind of boring as an area.
Yeah.
And the ending really just comes up on you suddenly. Like I've seen many people be like, wait, whoa, what? Like it just comes up on you. You were expecting a lot more, or at least another like act full of stuff. Feels very abrupt with how the earlier parts of the game framed the journey. It's possible the devs just, I don't know, ran out of time or resources, but that is what happens in the game. So I'd still recommend, but I think it is fair to warn people about the trajectory of the way the game goes. But definitely, I would say don't get turned off by the combat the way it feels early on, because it does. You do get better at it in multiple ways. And it is cool as a game and a world, So that's
cool.
Labyrinth of the Demon King. Do you recommend
The damn old Demon King. When's she gonna learn?
Not really for me, but I enjoy hearing about it.
Yeah, I don't have any intention of ever going back to like the actual Kingsfield games. So it's nice to play one that kind of has that aesthetic, but is like modern, that has modern quality of life stuff.